Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Matthew Armstrong, and it is a pleasure to be connecting with you on this fine Saturday morning. Let me know when you tune in. Where are you coming in from? Best yoga practice ever. So I titled this one "Best Yoga Practice Ever." Um, so not being egotistical or anything, but I believe that the best yoga practice ever, bar none, is the one that you do every day. You can go to a phenomenal yoga class, you can do an amazing routine, and if you only do it once a week, you know, your benefits are, you get a little bit of benefit, but then you go back out. So you just do this, right? If you do yoga 3 times a week, you go like this. If you do yoga every day, it's like dunk, 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 dunk. It's like that. You can predict your trajectory, if you do it every day. So the best yoga practice you can do is the one that you do every day, Yeah. There's a great magic in doing something every day, because it's your daily habits that make your destiny. If you want to know what your destiny is, if you want to predict the future, look at the things you do every day, and you can predict the future. You can prophesize where you're going in life by simply looking at what you do every single day. If you do yoga practice every single day, you are in effect a yogi. I do short yoga practices for busy people. I bought not many people know this, because I didn't market it very well. But I bought out a yoga reset for busy people. It was called Yoga for Busy People, Yoga for Athletes. Yoga for Busy People and Yoga for Athletes, I think it was called. I bought that out 10 years ago as a DVD set, and had it sold on Amazon. Had it for sale on Amazon 10 years ago. That was maybe more. Yeah, that I do is concise. It's like, okay, what can we get done in 30 minutes? So I find years ago was training my martial arts students, and I saw like the number of injuries, like a high number of injuries. So then I started not hitting them so hard. No, it wasn't that. And then so I introduced a 30-minute yoga practice at the start of training. And what I found was injuries went way down when I did that. And what I did was I just took all the various yoga practices I'd done all over the world through the years, and I just took the most, what are the best things you can do in 30 minutes? Because most yoga classes go on for like an hour and 15, hour and a half, right? So it's like, okay, well, taking the best you can take out of the best from the best to the best, right? That you can do in 30 minutes and get best results, and warm the body up and stretch every single joint and ligament and muscle in those 30 minutes. What can you do? So that's what I put together. So that's what my course was at the time. God knows what's happened to it now. I don't think I have the DVD course anymore. It's been, DVDs were all sold and that I produced, and whatever I had was on a hard drive, and that hard drive is who knows where, So yeah, but maybe I'll produce another one. But here we are, and we do our 30 minutes yoga every day, pretty much. God, I've been bitten by mosquitoes this morning, flying around, little midgy things. And some things don't change in that yoga course. Part of it was I'm teaching about nutrition, I'm teaching about water, it was not much different to what I'm doing now in these daily lives, really. Yeah, so if athletes incorporate 30-minute yoga routine every day, the longevity as an athlete just goes so much longer, right? And then yoga for busy people. Some people, I don't have time for yoga, to get their kit together, to travel to a class, to spend an hour and a half in the class. It's a whole evening, And so I thought, okay, yoga for busy people. If you can do 30 minutes a day, that's a powerful thing. So here we are years later, doing our 30 minutes to thrive yoga practice every day. So let's just start with a few deep diaphragmic breaths. So we're breathing all the way down. Think about what you're breathing like you're filling up a glass of water. The breath goes all the way down, fills up, and then breathes out. Most people breathe in and breathe into the top of the chest and suck their stomach in, but the diaphragm stays up. So when you breathe deep, you push the diaphragm, you lift the diaphragm, lift everything up, rather than pushing the diaphragm down. So you breathe into the chest, the diaphragm gets pushed down. If you breathe down to the lower part of the lungs, diaphragm lifts up and opens up, and that is the most natural way to breathe, and that's the way we can get the most oxygen into the lungs. And the majority of our blood vessels that transport oxygen doesn't to the blood, because our blood goes to every single cell in the body, is in the lower part. 80% of those blood vessels are in the lower part of our lungs. So if we're only breathing the top part of our lungs, we're missing out so much. That's why it's so important to breathe deep into the lower part of your lungs, and then fill up, and breathe out. So you ready? We're going to do some deep 3-sectional breathing, and then there's a secret 4th section, but let's get the 3 sections first. If you watched the previous one, you might have seen some of this. So we're breathing all the way down, filling up. 3 sections. It's 3 sections because 3 sections of the lungs. Breathe in, continue to breathe in, continue to breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, breathing in, continue, and breathe out. Breathe in, continue, and breathe out. So you place your hands in these various parts. You're breathing in, the hands are coming out. Then you breathe into the rib cage, hands come out. Then you breathe into the chest comes up. Then you breathe out. And those are the 3 sections. 1 section 1, section 2, section 3. Breathe in, continue, and breathe out. So why has breathing become so important to me, such a value of mine, and why have I studied it so much? Because here's the interesting understanding for life, our voids often create our values. The things that we don't have in our lives create what we value in our life often. And so, for example, I had asthma from the age of 5, so I had a void. I couldn't breathe. I saw everyone else walking around breathing normally. Like, why can't I breathe? Why can't I do this thing called breathing that everyone else seems to be able to do? And of course, I needed to blast an inhaler multiple times to be able to breathe. And so that was a void. I struggled every single day through childhood, and much of my life I had until I sorted it out with that stuff there. I had breathing difficulties. Russian method, which is very, very interesting, and many other types of breathing practices as well. And got into the pranayama and the qigong breathing, and it's like so many different types of breathing exercises from all over the world. Yes, that's why it became a value of mine, to learn how to breathe, and to then realize, you can breathe into different sections of your lungs. So here we go with the secret 4th section, which is your kidneys. Back here, it's like the back of your lungs. It's a part of our lungs we don't breathe into. So if you place your hands on your kidneys now and breathe in, breathe into your kidneys. Your hands should go back. I interviewed a breathing expert years ago. I don't know if the interview's lost, but that was amazing. And it was him that taught me this one. So breathing into your kidneys. So you can see my hands, they're moving. As I breathe in, my hands are moving out. My chest is moving up, my stomach's not moving out. I'm just breathing into my kidneys and out. See if you can do that. Place your hands, press them against your kidneys. And as you breathe in, you got to slightly tense here. You got to keep this down so the air comes in and pushes back there. This is deep secrets. Breathing into the deepest, darkest part of the lungs that don't get the oxygen. Do that a few times, starts to feel amazing. Whoa, what's going on there? Just breathing into the kidneys. This can alleviate a lot of back problems. Practice of breathing. We're not actually breathing into the kidneys, but it feels like we are, because we're breathing into part of the lungs which are pushing the kidneys out. What is breath control? Breath control isn't just breathing in for so many seconds, breathing out for so many seconds. It's been able to direct the oxygen into different parts of your lungs at will. So I'll just go, okay, I'm just going to breathe into my ribs here. Okay, I'm just going to breathe into my chest here. Okay, I'm just going to breathe into my stomach. Okay, I'm just going to breathe into my kidneys. Okay, now I'm going to breathe into all 4 sections. So you with me here? Starting with kidneys, stomach, ribs, chest, and breathe out. You ready again? Kidneys, stomach, ribs, chest, and breathe out. And again, kidneys, stomach, ribs, chest, breathe out. Okay, one more. You ready? Breathe into the kidneys. Breathe into the stomach. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe into the chest. And breathe out. It's amazing stuff, you know. This is mastery, you know. You master your breath. Master your breath first, right? The breath is the key. The breath is the most important thing. You know, it's just that if you can master your breath, that is the base of everything. You know, of your mood, of everything's going on with you. You know, it's just the base, right? And yet you have to really contemplate it to get it. I can give you the words, say this is important, this is the base, and it can just be intellectual words. But when you really understand that, you know, it's like, okay, it's another level of empowerment. It's like coming from the source, from the fountain out, you know. And then you master the breath, you get the correct water in your system, you get the correct nutrients into your system, you move correctly, you understand how to use the language and pictures for your mind, and where you're conscious of the words you're using, the words you're saying out loud, the words that you're thinking in your head, the pictures that you're creating, what you're seeing, the picture you're creating, how you're perceiving things, the questions you're asking yourself, and then you start to do all this, and then this is life mastery, you know, when you start to be able to consciously control all of this and do all of this, you know. Yeah. So let's do some nice light movement postures. So you need a strap for this one. Have a strap. And we are going to see slowly. Okay, this is one that I recommend this every day if you have 5 minutes. It's a great one. It stretches your hamstrings, it stretches your adductors, your abductors, your lower back, your glutes, your IT band. There's so much going on with this one, and it's a very gentle one as well. It's one that you can just start off with. You don't need to warm up with sun salutations or anything, because your back is fully supported. It's important for a lot of yoga that your back is warm. You've warmed up your whole back. But with this, because you're lying down, your whole back is supported, so there's not a whole lot that can maybe go wrong with it, you know. So lying back, stretch the arms and legs out. Let's get a bit of blood back into the legs when you're sitting down. Lifting both feet flat on our mat. We're going to take our strap, wrap it around the upper part of the foot, not on the instep, higher up towards the toes, the balls of the feet are. From there, we're going to grasp, first of all, just with both hands, holding that, stretching the leg out, lying the head back, and you're just going to a nice stretch up the hamstring, up the calf, the Achilles tendon. And hold that and breathe in out through the nose. Now we're going to take the right hand, we're going to grab the strap nice and high, so your arm is straight. Place the left hand out to the side, looking down your left arm, and let your right foot go out to the right. Keep the left hip down, keep the butter thumb on the ground. So you're just letting gravity do its work. That's why this is such a nice, gentle one to start with, because it's just gravity, you're not actually pushing anything. All you need is some grip strength for your strap. If you just have a makeshift strap, that might be sliding through your hands, so it's good to have a proper yoga strap or a good thick belt like I have here. Yeah, martial arts belt works just perfectly for this. So you'll feel it like all the way into the hip here, all stretching all the way across. The adductors getting stretched. Feel it all the way even down here. Then bend the knee in. Returning to center, place the left foot back on the ground, stretching up the right leg. Again, change hands. You're going to grasp straight arms, so don't grasp down like this. Then you're using muscle to do it. It's much easier if you reach up high as you comfortably can. Straight leg, lie the head back, place the right arm out to the side, straighten out the left leg, both legs straight, but keeping your right shoulder on the mat. Let the leg go over to the left, nice and relaxed, all the way over, as much as is comfortably possible for you. As long as you keep this shoulder on the mat, looking down the right arm, straight legs, and breathe. Breathe deep into the area that is feeling stretched. Now bend the knee back in. Turn to center. Notice how I don't say come back, I say return. And again, this is use of words. Because we don't go back because we've just stretched it, so we're different, right? So we're not actually going back, we're returning, and we've actually come forward because we've improved. Funny little thing, but that's how my brain works. Just feel that stretching up the hamstring, up the calf, stretching the Achilles, the ankle. Nice and gentle. And you can pull it a little bit up, stretch it a bit more if you want. So now, grasping high with the left hand, again lie back, will increase the stretch a bit. Place the right hand out to the side and let the left leg go over to the left, looking down the right arm. And breathe in that through the nose. From the bend the knee back in, back to center, place the right foot back on the mat, stretch the left leg up high again, change hands. Now you're going to grasp up high, reach up high with the opposite arm, right arm. Place the left hand out to the side, straighten the leg, head back, increases the stretch coming up here. Feel that stretch as you're pulling it across slightly so it come up with more side of the hamstring here, the outside. Then slowly letting the foot go over to your right, keeping your left shoulder on the mat, all the way down. Pushing the heel away, keep the leg straight if you can. There we go, all the way. Relaxation is important. Breathing will relax us quicker than anything. Correct breathing. Relax, breathe, feel the stretch. Bend the knee all the way in. Return to center. Place the feet flat on the mat. Let them go from side to side, arms outstretched. Just loosening up that area. It's a good one for the lower back, this. Pull the knees in. But from here, we're going to pull the ankles in, pull them right in, heels down, lift up the hips, take the hands like so. We're going to place them on the lower back, walk the elbows in, drop the heels, breathing out through the nose, bridge posture. Stimulate the thyroid gland, this one. Push the heels in, arch up the hips even further. Dropping down, bring the knees into the chest again. So next we're going to go up into half wheel, also known as crab posture. Please don't judge my lack of shoulder flexibility in this one. It's just, so if I'm going to push up fully, so breathe in. As you breathe out, you're pushing up. Coming back down again. Knees into the chest. So there was a time when I struggled just to get my head off the ground in that one. So no matter where you are starting, no matter where you are, keep doing it. As they say in Spain, poco a poco, little by little, improve. So from there it's going to roll, rock, back and forward. Okay, very good. So we're almost done. Stretch the legs out. Sit up straight, breathe in. Breathe out and forward. Each breath out, go a little bit further down. Use your abdominal muscles to pull yourself forward with this one. Keeps the integrity of the back. Breathe, relax. Just allow the stretch, allow the posture. Surrender into it. Once you become comfortable at one point, go a little bit further, feel the discomfort, surrender to it, and then find the comfort again. Of course there's a limit, right? We have to know our limits. It's wisdom to know your limits. Yeah, when I was younger I used to push my limits. I still do sometimes some things. I used to push my limits, and you know, I would get the communication through a lot of pain. Then I've gone past my limit. So it's knowing your limits and just edging it rather than so much past it so something snaps, you know. Oh yes, a foot in, stretching down this side now. You're going to get more of a stretch up the side of the back here. So it's not going directly on the vertebrae. So this one takes the pressure off the vertebrae, so you can relax, grabs, and just pull yourself down here. Coming up and change on the foot, bring it in, breathing in, stretching up, breathe out and forward. That's good. Just keep stretching it. Enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy moving your body, stretching your body, appreciating your body. Appreciation is key. Just have appreciation for your body. Appreciation for what it's doing for you. You appreciate your body, you do good things for it, then your body appreciates you back. Win-win. And coming up. Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming on. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed that. Got some benefit. So if you're just coming on now, you missed an amazing session, but a replay will come up in a number of hours. So please, well, for your own benefit, watch the replay. I also appreciate it too. Give us a thumbs up, give us some feedback, and as the saying goes in YouTube world, smash that subscribe button, like button, and leave us a comment if you have any questions, or how did you find that session there? Insightful maybe, some of the things we talked about. I found it insightful anyway. Okay guys, see you all again tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great day.